All right. What letter are we on today?
D.
Letter D. Very good job. What is our page number at the top?
81.
81. Fantastic. Everybody has their name at the top?
Yes.
I don't. Let me put mine at the top.
MRSMERRTT.
Mrs. Merritt. All right. So we are on page 81 and not a single other page, are we? No, we're not flipping pages through the book. We're on page 81. We're working with letter D. What does letter D say? D. Very short. Very good job. What are we going to write on line number 1, everybody?
D. Uppercase and lowercase.
Very good. We're going to have an uppercase D and a lowercase d. Now, I want you to freeze for a second because I'm going to show you uppercase and lowercase d. So uppercase D is pretty easy. We have a tall stick, top, bottom, stop, pick it up, then we go back to the top and give it a nice big hump all the way down to the ground. Now with lowercase d, our pencil should not be moving and you should be watching instead. Lowercase d, we're going to do something called the magic C. This kind of helps kids when they flip the B's and the D's because, let me get a piece of paper real quick. And my pencil. That works. All right, so let me see if I can scoot that over a little bit. All right, so when we make our lowercase b, we make our stick, then we trace it up and give it the ball, correct?
Yeah.
Correct. Okay. Well, then D looks a lot like that, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Right? So we say the B's and the D's. B has a belly. D has a diaper. So, but if some of the problem is we make the D with a stick first and then add the ball. That's kind of almost the same like we just did. But we do the magic C. That's the wrong way, sorry. We do the magic C. We start with our curve first. So we go around, make our C. Then we go up and give it the little bottom kickstand. Okay, so that's how we make our C. It also works when we're doing letter P because we make our stick first, then we trace it back up and give it the ball, right?
Yeah.
But check it out when we do letter G. We can use the magic C on the letter G. There's our magic C, just like that. But we're going to go up, connect it, and give it the tail down below the ground. You know what else it works in?
Yeah.
What else has a tail that looks a lot like these letters?
Q.
Q. Good job. So we're going to do a magic C for a Q. There's our C, and I connect it and give it a tail to the right. Is that kind of neat?
Yes.
All right, so we call it, let me back out a little bit.
The magic C.
Yep.
Magic C.
Magic
C.
Yep, just like that. And it works for these letters right here. Okay.
Not the P.
All right, so we'll try to remember those magic C's. All right, so now back to our lowercase letter D. We can use the magic C. Freeze, eyeballs are still up here. We can use our magic C to make our lowercase d. There's my C. I'm going to connect it and give it a tail. Just like that. Okay, make your uppercase, lowercase letter D. And then in the box, find and circle all of the lowercase d's. Find them, circle them. We're not going to count. And then turn the page when you're finished. On the back side of page 81, at the top, they gave us some pictures. We need to say the name, and then we're going to write something. What is it that we write? Raise hands. Raise hands. Tell me what we have to write on these lines. Isaiah?
Letters.
What kind of letters, Isaiah?
Lowercase.
Okay. What kind of lowercase letters? Just anything I want?
No.
No. What kind of letters, Isaiah? Good. We're going to write the letter that makes a sound that we hear at the beginning of the objects, right? Cool. All right, so number 2, what is that, Ellen?
Scissors.
Everybody say scissors.
Scissors.
What sound do we hear at the beginning of scissors? Write the letter that makes that sound. Number 3. What is that thing, Blakely?
Dinosaur.
It is. Everybody say dinosaur.
Dinosaur.
What do we hear at the beginning of dinosaur? What letter did we just talk about that makes that sound?
D.
Right, a lowercase letter D. Use your magic C. Lowercase letter D.
D has a diaper.
Mm-hmm.
D has the belly.
Number 4. What is that, Aubrey?
Elephant.
Good. Everybody say elephant.
Elephant.
What sound do we hear at the beginning of elephant? Very good job. Write to the lowercase letter that spells the eh sound. Okay. Numbers 5, 6, and 7. We have to match the word to the picture. Let's take a look. Okay, I know that one. Pretty sure I know that one. What do we need to do to word number 6? Raise hands. What do we need to do before we can sound it out properly? Isaiah?
Cross the last letter.
Cross out the last letter. That's correct. That's right. We're going to cross out that last consonant. What do we call those?
Double consonant.
Double consonant. So if we have 2 consonants, at the end of a word, we can cross out that last one because when we sound it out, we don't say d, do we?
No.
No. So we can get rid of that last consonant. Now we sound it out d, Very good. All right. Now this last word's a little tougher, and you probably never even seen one of those pictures, so we'll talk about that in a second. Number 5. Raise your hand if you can tell me what number 5 is, and I should see a bunch of hands up. All right, everybody tell me what number 5 is.
Dog.
It is dog. Do you have a picture of a dog?
Yes.
Draw your line to match it.
I always had dog.
Number 6. Raise your hand if you know what that is. I kind of helped you already by sounding it out once. Twice. All right, everybody, what's number 6?
Dog.
Number 6.
Disc.
Number 6.
Dog.
What is it?
Dog.
It is doll. Draw your line to match. All right, now number 7. What is it, Isaiah?
Disc.
It is the word disc. And it's kind of funny because you guys have never seen one of these before, have you?
No. I have.
Maybe, sort of. It's
I have. Some ones can be TV ones.
not exactly. These are computer disks. These are what we used to store a bunch of our information on before we had computers that had a lot more memory in them.
I know.
So that is a computer disk. This is the word disk. So draw your line to make your match.